Hello, guys, and welcome back to the show. This is Just Hit Square. Today, I'm going to be showing you Banshee, my Banshee set. And before we get into this, let me explain a few things. I rate my gear 1% to 100% as far as being completed, and that is me feeling that the gear is as good as it possibly can get as far as the way I play the game. And I feel like this set is 95% complete. As far as 5 extra percent, that is getting God rolls from here to there, and it's just grinding and grinding and grinding and getting the best of the best. Now, I don't know if anybody actually could have a 100% build. I'm sure they might can, but I feel like it's going to be harder said than done because when you get to the point where you know how to play the game like I do, you get very picky on the way you want to play the game, and your builds and how you want to build them. Your thoughts can be different from anyone else's out in this world, but this is my build. This is the way I like to run Banshee. And if you like it, build it the way I do. If you don't, then maybe you think that you got a better build. Maybe you do, but this is my build. This is the way I like to run Banshee. And bear in mind that I feel like Banshee is only for the DZ, not the Last Stand. You can run it in Last Stand, but you would benefit more from the DZ and rogue fighting, rogues, and so on and so forth. And I'll get into why I feel that way because of what the specs is with this gear and what it was mainly built for. Other than that, guys, let's get into my abilities and show them off to you. I run booster shot, of course. I've only got 127,314 skill power, and the way I look at it is I want to take as least damage as I possibly can and put out, and give me some health on top of that and so on. And, I don't want to take as much damage as some people would, or I want to, you know what I mean? So I want to push out more damage also. And this is my main go-to specification. And, this is what I'm going to be running pretty much on just about any build that I do run. It's just too valuable in my eyes. Other than that, guys, it's booster shot, and as you can see, a self health is 75,842. I'll get into why it's high like that with the skill power. I think real high, but you'll see that my my health is way high, and I'll tell you why. But anyways, go on over here. You've got gas charge, and the reason why I do that is because if this does hit the rogues, then it's going to disorientate them for a little bit, and therefore I can pound down on them quicker and stuff like that. And of course, I do got Survivor Link. It's just something that I really do like, taking less damage, so on and so forth. It just, I picked that pretty much on about any of my builds, but for this build specifically, Survivor Link is what I'd like to run. So that's what I do. Now, for my talents, I got Adrenaline and Battle Buddy and Combat Medic, and I've got On the Move. And there we go again. If you kill a hostile, reduce incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. So here we go. Here's the thing, guys. With this build, I'm trying to take as least damage as possible. I'm trying to put all my talents and skills and everything that I've built into taking as least damage, as less damage as I can from the enemy that I am trying to kill, and I'm trying to put more damage on them by boost here and there. Now, other than that, guys, let's go ahead. I'll go over here and I'll actually show you that you can go over here and you can see that on my G36, I do have, not my G36, it's not on my G36. I have this completely wrong. I do apologize. But it's 18% critical hit chance, 52% critical hit damage, and 92% headshot damage. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the survivability. So you can see my toughness, what it is, and I'll name all that in a minute. But anyways, health is 271,708, and my armor mitigation is 32.28%. Now, I do believe that the armor mitigation, I'm not really sure what the top mitigation is. I'm thinking 33, 33.5, somewhere in that area. They drastically removed it. and done all these things, which armor is not the big thing anymore. But, you know, there we go. Now, we'll go over here and we'll show you in my AUG, I've got 48% critical hit chance, 52% critical hit damage, and 55% headshot damage. All right. Now, I'm not going to go into my mods here just specifically because, to be honest, I don't feel like saying what my mods is in on every build that I build is going to make the biggest difference. Like, this is what you need to do. You know what? Play this damn game the way you want to play it. This is the way I play it. I've done described of how, you know, I'm running this, how I'm wanting to run this, and in a sense, to, you know, at the beginning of this video. Now, everybody knows, I'll just give you some guidelines here. Everybody knows for a SMG, you want to get the crit hit chance up. It's just a really good thing to do. And because now, you know, crit hit chance is going up, or it's actually come back to the SMGs. Now, with the AUG, it's 21% critical hit chance on this one, and I believe you can go to a 22.5 or 23.5%, somewhere in that vicinity. My military G36 is a 22% enemy armor damage. I think you can go 23, maybe 24, you know, somewhere in that area. So, you know, I'll show my talents. On my assault rifle G36 is adept, responsive, and competent. And on my AUG, my SMG is responsive, destructive, and competent. Now, yes, I'm running destructive while I'm in a DZ on an enhanced or on an AUG. Yes, it ain't the best thing in the world, but this is my build. This is the way I like to run it. And I feel like I'm running around. I'm not just trying to chase after rogues just specifically with this, but, you know, this is kind of to help me a little way when I'm actually going in and trying to kill an enemy, not just a rogue, just like an NPC. And you can see my damage is 16.2k off the AUG, and off the G36 is 18k. Now, anyways, the G36 is very stable, so is the enhanced AUG, so you don't have to put a lot of stability into them. But if you want to make your game even better, if you put more stability in, then you can hit more headshots, it'd be more stable, so on and so forth. Now, we're going to go ahead and go across the top here. As you can see, my DPS, my primary, is 285,022, and my toughness is 401,251. My skill power is 127,314. Now, that is with Barrett's chest piece having all the skill cooldowns, or not having any skill cooldowns, you know, going on. And here in a moment, I'll run up to the gun range and I'll show you exactly what it's going to be without the percentage off of Barrett's chest piece, and then therefore you can see what I'm going to have if I'm popping a skill or whatever. Firearms is 4909, stamina is 6090, electronics is 3858. If you do see across the board top, I do go in and make these numbers the way they should be in order to unlock the talents on my gun. Now, make sure you do that. Do not have guns that doesn't benefit, like your talents, you're not going to benefit from them. Make sure you can get the firearm, stamina, electronics to where you need them. Now, granted, on your electronic skill builds, you're not going to have that benefit as much as you will on something like this or a straight DPS build, stuff like that. But there's other ways to hurt people when you're on skill. This is the way I run. Now, we'll go ahead and show you the rest of my gear and tell you at the end, you know, kind of this is why I feel like Banshee is the better set for the DZ. All right, so we're going to go in here. We got Barrett's Bulletproof Vest. It's a 1848 armor, 1269 stamina, 739 firearms, and I'm not going to tell you the talents. Right there, you can just pause it if you want. Everybody should know what these talents are by now. Now, my attributes is 16,440 health, 4% all resistance, and minor attribute is 28% increased kill XP. My firearm, I got two firearm mods with 267 firearms and 3243 health on both of those. Granted, here we go. Health is the meta now. It's just the meta. I mean, armor was in 1.5. Health is the meta in 1.6. It's just the way it goes. Now, we'll go over here and I'll show you my backpack is a Banshee backpack with 1288 armor, 470 stamina, 1234 electronics, attributes of 13,157 health, and 46% ammo capacity. Well, I did forget to show you guys something. Now, we can go down here and you can see that I do got a stamina mod, 265 stamina, 3250 health, and 6% first aid self-heal. Granted, did you see and remember when I first started the video and I was telling you about my skills, about booster shot, I was healing for like 70-something thousand, I believe, like that on myself. That's because in all of my performance mod slots, I have 6% first aid self-heal. That adds up to be 24% on top of whatever you would have normally. So I'll say it like I've said it in many videos of mine when I do show off my builds. If you're not going to have much skill power, you need to have the health, the first aid self-heal, the 6%, because that's 24% self-heal coming on top of whatever heal you do have. So make sure you do that. That way you can get more heal. You never know when you could just have a little bit more health that could keep your ass alive. All right, now we'll go down here and we'll show you. I do have Savage Gloves on with 977 armor, with 1142 stamina, and of course Savage, with attributes to 1319 assault rifle damage, 15% critical hit damage, and 5.5% critical hit chance. And I do have a Banshee's holster with 1241 firearms, 1207 stamina, 1269 electronics, and 8266 health. And look at there, 6% first aid self-heal. And mask is a Banshee's mask with 993 armor, 1262 stamina, 4% critical hit chance, and 15% burn resistance. And we go down here and we have a 254 firearms with 3206 health mod in it. And last but not least, guys, we have a Banshee Shadow knee pad with 1626 armor, with 1525 firearms, with attributes of 16,157 health, 13% damage to elites, 30% burn resistance, 32% shot resistance. And we have a 254 firearms with 3205 health mod and a 6% first aid self-heal. And if you guys do not know, this is what makes Banshee, okay? These are what you get, these bonuses is what makes this set what you need to be running in DZ. I mean, everybody can talk all day long about I've got Alpha Bridge, I've got Striker or Predator's Mark or whatever you want to talk all day long. This is meant to be what was meant to be actually in the DZ. This is the gear set that they made specifically for the Dark Zone. So if you're worried about, you know, these rogues and non-rogues or whatever, okay, this is what you need. All right, for 2 pieces that you have and you equip them, you'll have 20% looted DZ funds. It's really very useful in the game. 3 pieces, you'd have 10% damage to target out of cover. Now, we're going to go back to these 3 pieces and let you know what it actually does. I mean, it says it 10% damage to target out of cover, but we're going to tell you, or I'm going to show you, or actually what it can do. Actually, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to go in the Dark Zone. I am going to be making a video. I've been saying I'm going to be making a video on the Dark Zone, but I will be making one on it, and I will be going in with this set. Now, 4 pieces, while rogue. Now get this, while rogue, all ammo is completely refilled every 30 seconds. Damage taken from non-rogue players reduced by 10%. So if you're a rogue, you're going to have 10% less damage from a non-rogue player hitting you, okay? So say they're going to hit you for 20K. Their bullet is 20K, okay? Well, granted, the DZ, the PvP aspect of the game, actually differentiates from what you would hit for in the PvE. They got percentages of how that would hit you. But just say 20K a bullet, there's 10% knocked off of that if you're a rogue and they're not a rogue. Now, if they're a rogue, it don't apply. And if you don't have much ammo capacity, the refilled every 30 seconds is really good if you're trying, you know, Just self-explanatory. Now, while not rogue, these are my favorite. While not rogue, damage to rogue players is increased by 10%. This bonus is increased to 20% for 10 minutes after being killed by a rogue. All right, let me explain why you need Banshee when you're playing the Dark Zone. You never know when some jackass is going to come up on you and kill your ass from behind. You never know it. The Dark Zone is just like breaking into somebody's house and stealing some shit. You never know when you're going to get buckshot in your ass. So you need to have this gear set, and you need to build it like this, in my opinion, because the more toughness you have, yes, you can have the 18K like I do on a bullet, and you're going to be getting more off of that bullet, like I'll explain in a minute, on top of a rogue when you're not rogue. But if you have the toughness, they're doing less damage to you. You know, you're taking less damage, or you know what I mean? It's kind of like you're hitting them a whole lot harder than they are you. So let's go into effect here. Now, when you're not rogue and you come across a rogue with this gear set, you're going to increase your damage on that player as they're a rogue, not you, but if they're a rogue and you're not a rogue and you're trying to kill them, you're going to increase your damage first off by 10%. Okay, it's just going to boost up by 10%. All right, then think about it another way here. All right, damage out of cover, damage to target out of cover, 10%. That does apply to this also. So if they're out of cover, you're getting an extra 10%. That's 20% on a rogue, okay? And if they kill you for 10 minutes, you can hunt their ass down. And with the 10 minutes or anybody else, any of the rogues on the map, you know, this is going to increase your damage another 10%. So if they're out of cover and you've been killed by a rogue in the 10 minutes that you have between being killed and hunting them down, that's 30% if they're out of cover that you're going to put on their ass with this gear set alone. Now, 30%, all right? You're thinking, that's pretty good. Well, I don't leave home without these talents, all right? So why do you think I picked these talents? Because I want to put more damage on your ass, okay? I might not push the biggest damn number right here on the damage, but what I can do with you with this gear set and my talents is going to hurt your ass even more than having that big ass number right there. Because, dude, I got 30% on your ass when you killed me, all right, off the get-go. If you're not, and most time rogues ain't even going to be in cover. They're going to be trying to kill your ass and running around and stuff like that. So 30% on top of 18K, all right? Just to give you an example, 13% on top of 18K, 30%. All right. Now let's go down here. Responsive and competent. If you're within 10 meters, all right, within 10 meters, pop a skill. Within 10 meters, add responsive and competent together, there's 20 more percent. There's 50%, guys. 50% along with just these two talents popping one skill on their ass with this gear set, all right? Now, granted, you have to be killed by a rogue within 10 minutes of being killed against any rogue and popping a skill within 10 meters with responsive and competent, that's 50% on that rogue you're going to be hitting, all right? 50% more than what you'd normally be hitting. Now, you think that's even fancy and that's even free, so let's just explain something else. Booster shot increases your damage output. Now, I'm not exactly for sure how much it does, but I do know it does some. So I'm guessing maybe 5-ish% or something like that. And I'd say, you know, just say 55%. I'd have to really go into effect and really try to figure this out because I haven't really looked on the forums and stuff like that. I just know I just like the damage it pushes out and stuff like that. Now, go ahead here and look at this right here. You have one skill on cooldown. Look, talent, Barrett's Bulletproof Vest. One skill on cooldown increases damage by 5%. Let's just say you get 5% off of your booster shot. All right. Let's just say you do that, right? Let's just say 5%, and then that means, all right, you're going to have one skill on cooldown with this Barrett's chest piece, 5% from booster, 5% from Barrett, 50% from all the others that I told you. All right, so let's get this into effect here. You've been killed by a rogue. Let me put this down right now on numbers and tell you why this gear set is the best for the dark zone. All right? Ain't nobody like rogues. Nobody like rogues. Yeah, we like fighting, but you know what? That's why they made the last stand. So let's just let you in on a little thing. You can actually have all of this activated pretty simple. All right. You go into the dark zone. You get killed by a rogue. Automatically, if they're not in cover with Banshee, you're going to have 30% extra damage on them, right? All right. You get within 10 meters of them, having that 30% damage off of your Banshee, pop in the skill with responsive and competent within 10 meters, that's 50 more percent. Pop your booster and only have one skill on cooldown with Barrett's chest piece, that's another 5 and a 5. So you have 60% extra damage on top of them, right? 60% extra damage with the talents I have, with the gear I have. So, and it don't just take a damn second to pop a skill within 10 meters of somebody and all this and being killed by a rogue. Even if you're not killed by a rogue, you're losing 10%. That's 50% still with everything we're talking about here. So, to end the video, we will be going up to here at the gun, you know, and it's showing you, you know, just the damage. And remember, 18K. You're not going to get the full benefit of Banshee right here because it's based upon rogues. But let's just pop, you know, my booster, all right? Remember, like I said, I'm within 10 meters right now, so I'm already getting benefit. And what I'm getting benefit off of, you know, I'll show you right here. You know, within 10 meters, right here, responsive, 10 meters, I'm getting 10% extra damage, right? So I got 18% on, or 18K on this G36 right here. And when I'm within 10 meters, I'm hitting 21,738, right? All right. Now, and I believe that does add target out of cover. I'm thinking that kind of adds it right here. I may be wrong. Tell me in the comments. All right, pop a skill. Look at this. 28. Just say 28,260 headshot. Oh my God, 54,400. All right. Now that's just with some of this pop. Imagine being killed by a rogue and going after them. All right. It is redunculous of how badass this gear set can be. I went toe to toe with people and melted their ass. They can keep shooting at me, but it can't kill me as fast as I can kill them if they're rogue. This is the best gear set. This is why you want Banshee when you run in the dark zone. You don't believe me, guys? Get it. Check it out. Run with it. See your KD. See, you know, just watch. Some people don't care about kill death ratio. I don't really give a shit about it. But the whole point is, if you want to survive longer, if you want to have more fun in the dark zone, then get this. And you know, they already did make it in 1.6 to where if you do die, then you're not going to lose any XP or money. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. And that was what one of the perks off of Banshee was before. So now they don't have that with Banshee, but they added in the extra 10% and 10 minutes on, you know, that. So other than that, guys, this has been my showcase of Banshee gear set. I hope you guys did really enjoy. If it did help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, guys, leave a like, comment, you know, and subscribe to my channel. I do daily videos. They aren't all about the division. I do the division on the side. It is actually kind of gotten stale in a way to me, but I still keep finding things to bring to you guys. I've got other builds that I'm working on to actually showcase to you guys. And guys, if you do subscribe, turn on your notifications. I do update daily. And other than that, guys, you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Just Hit Square. Talk to you later.